welcome to Tati's Kitchen. So on this channel I plan to share different cooking tutorials, recipes and dishes from different cuisines, and really just taking you along the journey of a cooking enthusiast. So if you like it here, please do like and subscribe. But without further ado, let's get into our very first video. So today we're going to be making some homemade bread. Okay, so let's get to it. So the first thing we're going to do is proof our yeast. So just going to add around 300 milliliters of milk. So I'm using oat milk, but you can use any milk of your choice. Then I'm going to add around 4.5 tablespoons of sugar. Don't worry, I'll have everything listed down below. And I'm going to add some yeast. Around a teaspoon of yeast, and you kind of want to let that sit for a few minutes. So I'm just going to give this a stir, and I'm going to let that sit for just a few minutes, 5 minutes or so, before adding my dry ingredients. Okay, so at this point I'm going to add my dry ingredients, which is about 3 cups of white flour. Just give that a mix. I'm also going to add some salt, just about 3¼ teaspoons of salt, or 3/4 of a teaspoon rather, and that mix. So I don't know, I think a lot of people probably know how to knead, but in case you don't, I'd say the first tip is to just knead it from the outside in. So in other words, you're basically trying to pull it from the outside and bring it in. Pull it from the outside and bring it in, and do this quite repetitively unless you start to see the dough start to not stick to your bowl. So that is how you know that it's getting there. So you want to get to a consistency where you can sort of lift it off of the bowl and have it not stick. So it's not yet done, but it's getting there. I'm going to transfer it off the bowl onto a flat surface at this point because I want to knead in some butter, so it's going to be best to do it on a flat surface. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of flour onto my countertop surface, which is where I'm going to knead. And this is my dough. I've already added some butter off camera, as you can see. So I'm just going to try and knead that into it, the dough. So using both hands is actually quite helpful. As you can see, I'm starting to get the right consistency where the dough is not sticking to the surface. That's where you want to get it to. Okay, so my dough looks ready. Just going to transfer it back into a bowl and let it rise. Just gonna put it back in there and leave it for about an hour. So we're just gonna leave it there and come back in an hour. Just gonna place that there, and I'm going to do the same thing with the other portions. So I just knead that a little bit and shape it into a ball. Something like this. That will do. Need to cut this further. Okay, so I have my pot here. I just put some butter on the bottom as well as the sides, and I'm simply just going to place my dough balls along. I do want to leave a little bit of space between the balls as they will expand as they cook. Okay guys, so we're finally done. This is how the bread is looking. So I actually put it in the oven for quite a few more minutes because it wasn't browning as much as I would have liked. But it's all done now and it tastes amazing. I hope you guys will try this recipe, but until next time, bye!